Hello students, today there is a chapter polynomial class 10 chapter 2. So we will learn how to explain this, find the zeros of the polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of these polynomial equations. So what is the basic polynomial equation that you have already learned in the class 9th also? A basic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. It is the basic polynomial equation, and we can find the zeros of this any polynomial equation by middle term splitting method. This is the middle term 2x minus 2x. We can split this, we can part it in the two parts, and we can split this middle term to form the zeros of this polynomial. How we can understand this concept? Like we have to multiply this last and first equation, minus 8 and x square, they get multiplied and it forms minus 8x square. Now we have to bifurcate this multiplication in the two parts such that there are to fill in the blanks. We have to write two digits here. The multiplication of that number should be minus 8x square, and we have to add or subtract, plus or minus of these two numbers should be middle term minus 2x. What are these numbers? The factor of minus 8 is that minus, we can write minus 4 here and plus 2 here. 4 2s are 8, minus 8, and x square, we can write x on both sides. So this minus 4x and 2x, minus 4x and 2x get multiplied, minus 4x and 2x, they will get multiplied to form minus 8x square. When these are plus together, it will form minus 2x as the middle term. So this is called middle term splitting method. Now I can write here x square minus 4x plus 2x as a splitting of this middle term splitting method, and minus 8 as it is. This is the second step of this polynomial equation, how to find out the zeros. Now I have to take x as a common from these first two terms. X is taking the common out of the bracket, and x is here inside the bracket, and minus 4 will remain inside the bracket. X square minus 4x. In these last two terms, I have to take the common digit. That common digit is plus 2x, and again x minus 4. These two brackets will always remain, will come same whenever you are going to adopt the right method, and there is no mistake. Then I have to, the third step is, this bracket is written as a one time, and x plus 2, x and plus 2 together in the second bracket. Now x minus 4 and x plus 2 these both are the factors of this polynomial equation. We can solve it further, and you have to establish the coefficients and zeros, the relationship between the zeros and coefficients. Now this can be 0 only if x minus 4 is written equal to 0 and x plus 2 is written equal to 0. It means the zeros are, to find out the zeros, we have to put this brackets equal to 0 separately. Then the answer will be x will be 4 and x will be minus 2. These are the two zeros. Then two zeros are 4 and minus 2. 4 and minus 2. Now the second part is that relationship. Verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Then I will write here sum of the zeros. Sum of zeros. The sum of the zeros is alpha plus beta, 4 and minus 2, it is sum, 4 and minus 2 is sum, and it comes to 2. That will be equal to, we can write it as a 2 upon 1. It can be written as 2 is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square, because 2 can be written as minus and minus 2 upon 1. I hope you understand this step. 4 minus 2, 2 upon 1. It can be written as minus 2. Minus 2 I have written because the coefficient of x is minus 2. So minus and inside the bracket coefficient of x, and upon 1 is coefficient of x square. Understood? So this we have verified the relationship between the zeros and coefficients, sum of the zeros, and I have to write product of the zeros also. Product of the zeros. Product of zeros. Product of zeros will be alpha into beta. Alpha into beta means 4 into minus 2. The zeros are always taken as alpha and beta, usually they are taken as alpha beta. Product of the zeros, 4 minus 2, it will be minus 8. Minus 8 can be written as minus 8 upon 1, and coefficient of, this is constant term with your sign. We can write here constant term upon coefficient of, same thing I have written here, coefficient of x square. This is the formula of product of the zeros, alpha into beta, 4 into minus 2, 4 minus 2, minus 8. Minus 8 can be written as minus 8 upon 1. Constant term, minus 8 is the constant term, and coefficient of x square. So this is the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Now the second question is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Similar method will be applied to this question. 1 and 4s square get multiplied to form 4s square. Then the splitting of this term, and we have to find out minus 4s as a addition or subtraction. As a result, I can take 4s and minus 1s. 4s square, no, it is not possible. 2s and 2s together will form the end result. Minus 2s and minus 2s adding together to form minus 4s. Minus 2s and minus 2s will be multiplied to form 4s square. So this is the our requirement of the factors, middle term factors. Four s square, second step is 4s square minus 2s plus 1. Then I can take this 2s as a common from these first two terms, 2s as a common. 2s will remain inside the bracket, and minus 1, then minus 1 as a common, because neither 2 is common, neither s is nor s is common. Minus 1 can be taken as a common. 2s and again minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. This is the same bracket will appear on these two steps. Then one time this bracket is to be written, 2s minus 1, 2s minus 1, again the same bracket will come here. Now I have to put these two bracket equal to 0 to find out the zeros. 2s minus 1 equal to 0, then again 2s minus 1 equal to 0, s will be 1 by 2, s will be 1 by 2 again. Both the zeros are equal, exactly equal and same. Now sum of zeros alpha plus beta is written here. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, it will give 1. 1 can be written as 1 upon 1 equal to coefficient of minus coefficient of s and upon coefficient of s square. Coefficient of s square minus and coefficient of s, it will be minus. What is coefficient of s? Coefficient of s is minus 4. I will write minus 4 here. Then coefficient of s square, coefficient of s square is 4. I will write 4 here. And what will happen? Minus 4 is minus 4 is 4 by 4 is again 1 by 1. 1 by 1 are equal. Sum of the zeros has verified between the coefficients, and relations between the coefficient and zeros is equal, 1 and 1. Now I have to establish the multiplication product of the zeros. Product of the zeros. Product of zeros. Product of zeros is alpha beta. Alpha and beta both are same. In this question, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, answer will be 1 by 4. It is again written as 1 is coefficient, constant term upon coefficient of s square. Coefficient of s square is written as 4 upon 4. Constant term is plus 1. 1 by 4 and 1 by 4 are equal. The relationship between the coefficients and the zeros is established here by the product of the zeros. This is our second question is completed. Now third question. 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Third question is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. In this polynomial, we have to make a sequence, because our general polynomial or the basic polynomial reaction is ax square plus bx plus c. It should be in the form of this. I can write here 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Now I will start the second step. The question will become this. Again, middle term splitting factor, minus 3 and 6x square get multiplied. Minus 3 into 6x square minus 18x square. I have to split this, and the middle term should be present by addition or subtraction of these two digits. 9 and 2, because 9 2 ja 18. I have to make this minus 9 and plus 2. Minus 9 2 ja 18, minus 18x square will be multiplication, and by adding these two I will get minus 7x. 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. This is the second step. Middle term gets splitted by these two factors. Now the biggest common multiple of this is 3x. 2x minus 3 plus only plus 1 is 2x and minus 3, only plus 1 is the maximum multiplication factor, that is common. I have to write is 2x and minus 3 as it is. Then these two brackets are same. It is to be written here minus 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. Then these two brackets are to be equal to 0 for to find out the zeros. 2x minus 3 equal to 0 and 3x plus 1 equal to 0. X will be 3 by 2. Here x will be minus 1 by 3. These are the two zeros. These are the 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. These are two zeros. Then again verification. For this verification, sum of the zeros alpha plus beta, it is written as 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3. 2 3s are 3 3s are 9 minus 2 and 6. 7 by 6. This is the sum of the zeros, and it should be equal to the sum of the zeros should be equal to the minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. What is minus coefficient of x? Minus, it is minus, coefficient of x is minus 7, coefficient of x is minus 7, minus 7 is to be written here. Coefficient of x square is 6, then I will write 6 here. It is again 7 by 6, 7 by 6 here, 7 by 6 here. The relation is verified. I hope you have understood this concept, 7 by 6 and 7 by 6. This is the verification method of zeros, between the zeros and coefficients. Now multiplication means product of zeros. Product of zeros is, these are our zeros, these two are zeros. Product of the zeros is 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3, and it can be written as 3 1 the 3 cancel, minus 1 by 2. Product of the zeros is constant term. What is constant term? Constant term upon coefficient of, this is the formula, constant term upon coefficient of x square. What is constant term? Constant term is minus 3. Coefficient of x square is 6. Coefficient of x square is 6. Now by cancellation, by reducing, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2, they both are same. The product of zeros, relation between zeros and coefficient is also verified here. It means our constant is correct with these zeros. If there is any mistake in finding these zeros, this relationship between coefficient and zeros will not be verified. There will be some mistake, plus, minus, 2, 3, any digit will be mistaken if these zeros are not properly taken. So I hope you have understood the concept of finding the zeros as well as finding the coefficient and relationship between the zeros and coefficients. The last question is t square minus 15. Question number 4. T square minus 15. So in this question there is no term with the x. The x term is not available here. I can write it as a t square minus root 15 square. It can be converted into root 15 square. then it is the formula of a square minus b square can be converted into a plus t square minus 15 can be written as t square minus root 15 whole square. It is the formula of a square minus b square, a plus b and a minus b. Here a is t plus root 15 and t minus root 15. Then I have to put these both brackets equal to 0 to find out the zeros. T plus root 15 equal to 0, t minus root 15 equal to 0, t equal to minus root 15 and t equal to root 15. Right? Now I have to find out the sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta, sum of zeros, alpha plus beta. Sum of the zeros is minus root 15 plus root 15 equal to 0. It will be equal to the coefficient minus coefficient of x or t. Here t is present in the polynomial upon coefficient of t square then again minus coefficient of t is not present here, coefficient of t is taken as 0, coefficient of t square is 1, it is 0, sum of the zeros is also 0 and relationship is matched, it is verified. Product of zeros alpha into beta root 15 into minus root 15, it is minus 15. For verification the formula is constant term upon coefficient of t square. Constant term is minus 15. Coefficient of t square here is 1 is understood. Minus 15 and minus 15 upon 1 both are same. These are same. This is verified. I hope you have understood the first question of the exercise 2.2, find the zeros of the polynomials and how to find the relationship between the coefficients and zeros. This is our last question of this video. If you have any problem or any query or any confusion regarding these questions, write me in the comment box and also share my video or subscribe my channel. Thank you.